Yo, what's going on? It's your boy King J, and yeah, I just wanted to talk about the news that's going around with Just Stop Oil disrupting Tekken final at the biggest UK gaming event. Now, I wasn't really trying to talk about it because, again, I felt like their main statement was that they wanted to try and just get attention, right? But I felt like they went about it the wrong way. But it's all over the news. Everywhere's got it. Everyone's speaking about it now, and yeah, I think it's time that I spoke about it today.
First round for Joker very quickly with the back two. And you know, the thing about Joker is that he likes to play what's going on?
We are Just Stop Oil, and we are demanding that the UK government immediately cease all new licensing for coal, oil and gas. The UK government is playing with our lives. We've got tipping point after tipping point.
EGX is, I would say, UK's biggest gaming event. You know, it has loads of people that go there. They do cosplay and stuff like that as well. There was a Tekken tournament and a Street Fighter tournament, but the Tekken tournament was on the last day, which is a Sunday. And yeah, I got 5th. Thank you very much for the applause. I can hear you through behind that PC there. But yeah, no, I got 5th of the tournament. And it seemed like near the winners final, there was a group called Just Stop Oil where they came on the stage and started spraying paint. Yeah, they started spraying paint, orange paint, and they wiped the monitors with orange paint on. Yeah, they had a message to say to the people. Now, here's my thing is I don't know what the cause is, but even the people that know what your cause is and why you're doing this, they're not gonna want to help you because what you done was you done vandalism, right? You was vandalizing the stuff that was there, the monitors. You sprayed paint everywhere. You know, I'm pretty sure that the paint got on the players as well, but it wasn't like you done it on purpose. It's probably what the excess that came from the paint was just on their clothes and stuff like that, or maybe their bags. There was paint like everywhere. Don't need to do that. There was absolutely no need for you to do that because all you done was disrupt a tournament where these are players that, you know, maybe trying to escape from all of the politics and stuff that's going on. Even they might be having problems at home. You know, fighting games is not, maybe you thought it was Fortnite where there's loads of money pumped into it. Fighting games don't have loads of money pumped into it. Fighting games is at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to these kind of esports events. And for you to do that, it was just very distasteful. It really did annoy me. And I was super frustrated about it because, you know, seeing people do that where they literally was playing a tournament and they just rubbed paint on the back and the front of the screen, right? The one thing that I would like to say about this that was quite alarming is how long it took for the security to get on stage. Now, for me, I would like to say that security shouldn't take 2 minutes to come on the stage for stuff like this because we've seen things like this at events in the past where, you know, things can get very ugly very quickly. So where is security at this part of the stage? Bearing in mind, there are kids at this venue as well. There's young kids, you know, chilling. They want to see what's going on, stuff like that. And this stuff happens. There's young kids in the venue. Why does it take 2 minutes for, you know, stuff like this to happen and security to be, you know, escorting people like this out of the venue? It's mind-boggling to me. It didn't really make any sense, and yeah, it was just frustrating to see. But I'm gonna show you the article that they wrote from Just Stop Oil. This isn't a game. Now, for me, that's a pretty good title. I'll give it to them. That's a very good title. Just Stop Oil disrupt Tekken final at UK's biggest gaming event. Now, this is where you didn't use your brain. They definitely was in the crowd for a while, just trying to observe what's going on. However, what they don't realize is the fighting game format. So it wasn't a Tekken final, it was the winners final. And let me try and break it down. So you have 2 lives, right? If you lose, you got 1 life. If you got 1 life left, you're on the loser's side. And if you get to the loser's final and you win, you then come back again to fight the person that has 2 lives. But then if you beat them, then they have 1 more life. And then if you beat them again, you win the tournament. That's how it works. So yeah, it's like they just didn't understand the format. So anyways, now, 3 Just Stop Oil supporters coated a giant screen with orange paint at Major Games Expo EGX 2023. They are demanding the UK government halts all new oil and gas projects and are calling on gamers to march with Just Stop Oil in London this November. Now, my thing is, Do you think by disrupting their games and you spraying their monitors with orange, you think they're going to say, hey, you know what, you're right, man, we should follow your campaign? Or do you think it's going to annoy them when they are trying to compete and win a prize at an event? I'll let you do the thinking. So they says today, it was yesterday at 3:48 p.m. cosplaying as Ghostbuster characters. The three used adapted water pistols to target viewing screen for the Tekken 7 tournament winners final being held at the arena stage of London XL Conference Centre. They were escorted out by the venue security before being arrested for criminal damage by the Metropolitan Police. A Just Stop Oil spokesman said, video games let us escape into new exciting dimensions, but real-world physics are about to deliver the deaths of billions. Put more carbon into the atmosphere at this point and it's game over. Gamers cooperate to win, and we need these skills to survive. Everyone must step up and join in civil resistance against new oil and gas, because this isn't a game. Let's unite to make the world safe so that we can get back to exploring cyber worlds. Even just reading, to explore cyber worlds? What? Join Just Stop Oil in a slow march through London from 29th of October. Idris, a 20-year-old artist from London, was one of those taking action today. They said, it is vital that we draw as much attention as possible. It is vital that we draw as much attention as possible to the genocidal decisions the government is making. I won't stand aside while billions are sentenced to death, and neither should you. When I hear about the climate crisis and the number of people who will be displaced and die, I can't fit numbers into my head. Instead, I think of my mom, dad, brother, and friends. All the people I love who are threatened by the climate catastrophe are the reason I am committed to civil disobedience. You got paint on the players. You got paint like everywhere. That's the stuff you didn't say. It just says that you sprayed it on the screen. No, you didn't. Anyways, EGX 2023 is sponsored by Barclays Bank, who have been described as Europe's #1 financer of the climate crisis. They have financed around 167 billion in fossil fuels. Moreover, Shell sponsors popular game Fortnite as well as gaming influencers. Children and teen players are directed to fuel up at digital Shell stations in a promotion for our new petrol product. I don't know about this, this part is interesting. Shell's planned emissions from 2018 to 2030 are estimated to amount for close to 1.6% of the global carbon budget. Another of those taking action today was Luke Watson, 32, the handyman from Essex, said there's been 30 years. So they're just saying it's just more stuff. Just Stop Oil supporters are not prepared to stand by and watch while government plans millions to die and destroys everything we care about. It's up to all of us now to come together and resist. We cannot let them divide us. I feel like you lot are dividing yourselves by doing what you did yesterday, but I'll continue on. Together we can be the real opposition this country needs, and we will win. We will stop new oil and gas. People are coming together from all over the UK to march day after day in London from the 29th of October. It's people versus oil. So it's basically like them saying, sign up and, march and all of that stuff. And again, to be honest, like I said, all that stuff that you're doing, I don't think anyone in that crowd or any of the players are going to want to sign up with you. Because you just disrupted everything. And it took an hour for everything to be set back up again. Everything had to be cleaned and wiped down. You got paint on the cameras, you got paint on the monitors, paint on the big screen. It's crazy. It was really frustrating to see that. The UK laws are just weak because they probably got fined. But again, companies like this, or not even a company, groups like this, they have stuff like GoFundMe's and stuff to kind of pay for stuff like this. Maybe they'll get community service for, I don't know, maybe 30 hours or stuff like that. But again, they literally just came on and just vandalized everything just to get their message across. And again, it wasn't that's not being civil to people. You literally just, do you know what I mean? You annoyed a lot of people. So yeah, that's what happened. But anyways, other than that, I don't really want to talk too much about it. I just wanted to kind of get my point across of what's going on, and just hopefully they can understand that maybe the way how they do things isn't the right way to win people over. Maybe they have their group that they've won over already, but if you're trying to win over a large amount of people, disrupting them and just doing what you did in a big tournament just doesn't make any sense. We're just lucky that no one got hurt. It could have been a lot more worse. And again, this is at the EGX, staff, the security. You need to tighten up. There's kids, there's loads of people, mums, dads, people in that building. Anything can happen. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, it's your fault because you allowed them to get in, because again, there was cosplayers, people cosplay as characters. It's very difficult to find people that are, you know, gonna do stuff like that. But the security needs to be a lot more tighter in EGX in general, and even just for other tournaments. It's just not good enough that they was sitting on stage for longer than, I would say, longer than 2 minutes, because they were talking and, you know, they'd already done what they did. Players are sitting there. Imagine the players could have got hurt. Anyone could have got hurt at that stage. But, you know, just thank God. And I'm just happy that no one did got hurt. But yeah, other than that, it's been your boy King J signing out. Just wanted to get that message across. And yeah, I'm fine. I feel like everyone else is fine at the venue. No one got hurt. You know, the tournament started an hour after that happened. It wasn't on the big screen anymore. It was on 2 other small screens that people can see. It definitely ruined the experience for people that did pay to go and, you know, just have a good time at EGX. So yeah, it's just one of them ones. But yeah, onwards and uppers, and I hope you lot have a great week ahead. Take it easy, everyone. Peace. Alright, so obviously being involved in the fighting game scene for over a decade, I've never seen anything like that before. But yeah, I can only imagine how other people felt about it. It was definitely a shocking experience. And then on top of that, I feel like, again, like fighting game players, like we don't get that much from, you know, tournaments like this. You know, it's when we've had this big tournament, it was kind of like, okay, like we're actually getting somewhere, and something like this happened, and it's really, really irritating to see, because it's like, fighting game competitive scene has been on the rise for a very long time, but it's been at a very slow pace. And this was the big stage that we haven't had for a while. So yeah, it's a bit of a downer, but yeah, you know, onwards and upwards, everyone, man.